guys, I'm here to do the small Booktuber tag. Question 1 is to introduce yourself. My name is Rowan, I'm an accounting and finance student in Swansea, Wales, which is in Britain, UK. It's not part of England. Wales is its own country. I was living in Birmingham from September 2019, supposedly till August 2020, but because of COVID, I've come back to Swansea, but I'm still working at my placement from home. I'm going into my last year of uni in September, and I'm hoping to go back to the same company that I've been working in my placement for next year, so I will be moving back to Birmingham next August. I really love musical theatre. I'm a singer. I sing very loudly and very high. All of my friends who know me from show choir society in uni know that I'm loud and can sing very high. I was a choreographer for show choir and I'm president this coming year, but obviously we don't know what's going to happen with COVID, but I'm hoping to put together more musical things in that area. I love to read, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have made this channel. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that I like fantasy and a bit of sci-fi, sometimes the odd romance or something here and there, but mainly just science fiction and fantasy. Number 2 is how long have you been on Booktube? As of the 27th of July, which if I'm filming today, that'll be Monday, I will have been on Booktube for 1 month. And I'm currently posting 2 videos a week. I've gotten into a bit of a schedule. I try to film 4 videos on a Saturday and then I can post those for the next 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks later I'll film another 4 videos, etc, etc. Number 3 is what type of videos do you make? I make pretty generic content at the moment, not gonna lie. It's a lot of tags, a lot of wrap-ups, TBRs, readathons. It's gonna be all that for a while. I'm gonna try and find my niche and find some good stuff to do, but at the moment I'm just gonna carry on as I'm starting out with the normal videos. Number 4 is what do you love about Booktube? Mostly I was engaging with Booktube for recommendations. Someone that I've watched for a very, very long time is Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, and she has a very, very similar reading taste to me, so every video I watch and I always find something new that I want to try, and I always end up loving it anyway. And I'd also like to be that person for someone as well. If there's someone else who is similar to me in taste and thinks, oh, Rowan is my go-to for like recommendations, because I do have a couple of friends who are like that with me, but in Booktube it's slightly different where there's so many people giving recommendations, you don't know who to pick. There's a lot of variety, and for you to find your niche or someone who kind of reads almost exactly like you, I'd like to be that for someone. I also really like the community that I found in Booktube. I'm into group chats, one on Twitter and one on WhatsApp, and I do just really enjoy talking to them and seeing what they think of my videos and then commenting on their videos. It is just nice to get some engagement, especially with comments. Like comments are my favourite thing. If I had like no views but like 10 comments, I'd be happy, to be honest. And in general, I just like talking, raving, ranting about books. I always did to my boyfriend, but there was never obviously any engagement with him because he's only read 1 series. But on Booktube I can just talk and talk and talk and talk about my favourite things, and people will know what I'm talking about and actually understand me, and it is a nice feeling to have that. Number 5 is what types of books do you read? Now I did say this earlier, but it's sci-fi and fantasy, so I thought I'd do a little sort of wrap up of like 5 series or 5 books to get to know me. I'm not going to say what these books are about because a lot of them are fairly popular, but I will leave the names and Goodreads links below. So number 1 is the Daevabad trilogy. I gave all 3 of these books 5 stars, and that's a rarity. I'm sure you guys know a lot of people are fussy with how they rate. I try not to give 5 stars, not like deliberately, but it's got to be up there for me, as in I will reread this at any moment. Next is Nevernight by J. Kristoff. I gave 2 of these books 5 stars, and the first one I gave 4 stars. There's bisexual rep in this as well. Number 3 is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. The 3rd book isn't actually out yet, but I am very, very sure that I'm gonna love it. But the first book I gave 4 stars and the second book I gave 5 stars, and if I could have given the second book more than 5 stars, I would have. 4th is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. Now 4 out of the 5 books that are out in this series I've given 5 stars, and 1 of them I've given 4 stars. I'm still waiting on the last book, again similar to Furyborn, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be epic. And the last series I would recommend is Scythe by Neil Schusterman. I gave all 3 of these 5 stars. Very, very good series, very, very good dystopian sci-fi. Number 6 is your favourite video you've made. I'd probably choose the boyfriend tag for this because it was nice to have a video with my boyfriend, and it's kind of cute seeing him like support me, and everyone was saying he knew most of the questions, so it was really nice to have people meet him. That's it for all the questions. Quite a small tag, but it does say to tag 4 small booktubers. So I'm going to go with Harsh herself, which is Harshpreet, Maddie from Book Browsing Blog, Taylor from Made Between the Pages. I really like her. I've just discovered her because she lives in Japan, and I'm obsessed with like anime, and I would love to be able to learn to speak Japanese, so I really enjoy watching her videos. And Manpreet from the Bookish Nook. I did want to mention a couple of booktubers that I've been really enjoying recently, but they are over 1,000 subscribers. I'm not quite sure what the kind of criteria is for being a small booktuber, but I'm gonna say them anyway. One of these is Life as Monae, who has 1.5k, so I think she still deserves more subscribers than that. She's really chill. She always has her makeup and like hair and everything's perfect. I love watching her, and I really like hearing her opinions. Next is Ben from Ben Reads Books, who has just hit 2,000 actually, just hit 2,000 subscribers, so congrats Ben. But again, I don't think that's big enough for him. I think he deserves more. He always talks about writing, reading, anything. I think his goal is to open a publishing house himself. And last is Noria from Noria Reads. She's a little bit bigger. She has about 7,000, maybe 6,500 subscribers, but I think she's really underrated. I don't ever see like people posting about her. I really love her videos. I think she's absolutely hilarious. One of the most funny people I've ever seen on Booktube. And I loved her video where she was trying to make her cat choose what to read for her TBR. That's it then, guys. Hopefully see you in another video. Bye!